Hello and welcome back to J.P.'s World of Wrestling. I am your man J.P. and today we continue on with Mattel Retros. Now today I'm going to talk about a guy that a lot of people are a fan of. I was not. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about him anyway. Hold on one second. Vanilla goodness. Okay. So this guy, we're talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know what some of you are thinking, like, oh, how could you not be a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin? He's the greatest WWE champion of all time. No, he wasn't. Here's the thing. I really like this figure. I mean, this is a really good figure, and I really like it. But I wasn't really a fan of Stone Cold. It's just, I'm an old school fan. And when he came to the WWF, well, we'll back up. I first knew about him in WCW as Stunning Steve Austin. And he had a singles run there and with the U.S. Championship. But then he became a tag team with Flying Brian Pillman. They became the Hollywood Blondes. But then he left WCW because he was tired of it there. And he just felt like WCW wasn't going anywhere with him. So he briefly went to ECW, did a couple promos where he aired his grievances. And then he ended up in the WWF as the Ringmaster with the $1 Million Man. But then he quickly changed his name to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Then he became kind of this rebel, like brawler guy that didn't give a crap about anything. But he would go walk around like flipping the bird to everybody, cussing and just doing all kinds of stuff. And I didn't like it. I didn't like the character. You know, he would like, oh, I'm gonna do a bunch. I'm gonna kick your butt, boy. I'm gonna kick your butt, son. And if you think I should give me hell yeah, well, I'm gonna drink beer. And that was his character. And me personally, I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. But if you did, if you liked the Austin era, hey, man, I'm happy for you. But honestly, if I would have had this figure when I was younger, probably would have used this as Goldberg. I probably would have said this is Goldberg because the other Goldberg that Mattel Retros did was terrible. So this would have been my actual Goldberg. But no, like I said, this figure is pretty good. You can see the detail on the leg brace there, but not a big Stone Cold guy. And I know he made the company a lot of money, and I know Vince McMahon considers him the greatest superstar of all time just because he made more money than any other superstar in history. But I argue that if you look at where the wrestling business was at the time, a lot of people weren't tuning in to watch a wrestling show. A lot of people from that time were tuning in to watch the chaos and the garbage that was the WWF at the time. And as soon as the WWE stopped doing that, most of those fans stopped watching. And, you know, and then if you look at the Hall of Fame induction, when Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, didn't accept his Hall of Fame induction, the crowd went wild, yes, and they were cheering for him, but it really wasn't as long of a pop as Hulk Hogan did. When Hulk Hogan came out, the fans would not sit down and they wouldn't be quiet for probably like 10, 15 minutes. And I mean, I think that says a lot. So, but I mean, like I said, good figure, good solid pose, excellent figure. Stone Cold Steve Austin. That is going to do it for this video. Join me next time where I will cover more of the Mattel Retros. So if you're new here, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.